Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Impulse Fan Series podcast. I'm Andrew. I'm joined by Josh and Brendan, and we have a very special guest today, Erin Carter, who's helping us with our costumes. So, hey, everybody.
Hello, and later on we're going to have Hayden Simmons, Inertia.
Dude, I can easily see this episode going for like 3 hours. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome to edit. I'm so glad we're doing video.
Do you want to message Hayden as well?
Dude, I can't take you seriously when you're doing that like a bobblehead. I shot him not messaging anybody.
Ask Josh.
Josh's the only one not on camera, so he's got to do it.
Erin can have to message Hayden.
Yeah, I was going to say, I should message you and be like, it's a Hayden.
My phone's on 20%, so.
That's fun. Anyway. So what's cracking, guys? It's been a couple minutes since our last merry meeting. Other than we've been doing some. So I guess the big updates is we've been recording a little bit of Sonic Boom.
A bit. Most of it's done?
Is it all done?
No, who? Two more people.
Who is that? Is that
tonight?
Alex
I'm recording Martian Manhunter, which is Jarrell.
Yep.
And then we got three. Yeah. So Martian Manhunter's tonight, which is with Jarrell.
Oh, yours are yours.
Then, sorry.
You have to do yours.
Oh,
I did my last night. Yeah, I hate it, but I'll probably redo it a million times.
That's all right. That's
I
what
kept
we all.
listening to heap of things of Superboy, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not digging the.
Maybe you should call me so I can give you direction.
Okay, I can direct myself. It's cool.
Can you?
No. So and then we've got Alex for Nightwing, which I'm just waiting for.
Oh, yeah, Alex.
I'm still waiting for his
Mauricio
bio.
for Blue Beetle. So I know we had said potentially Thursday, Friday, but I figured we'd write a little bit more before we get him in, so we might get him in early next week.
Cool.
That's it. So
Yeah.
together the first half of the first episode. So
Do we want to give like a sneak peek in this episode at all, like a couple seconds or no?
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do a thing for Patreon.
Yeah.
So
we'll just post a
yeah.
snippet onto the. No, don't do it in the podcast. Do a snippet as the actual post on the Patreon.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Cool.
Yeah, so that's what. So I guess what we could do is just like we're gonna do a sneak preview, and then but you can only see it if you're on Patreon. Go to patreon.com, buy things, and be one with us. Erin's on Patreon, everybody.
Josh, Andrew, what is our Patreon? Do you want to tell us?
So yeah, so basically, for all of you who don't know, and I'd be surprised if you didn't, Patreon is where you can go to help us and support the series. So basically, you want to visit patreon.com/impulse fan series, where you can donate for as little as $1 a month, and you can help us keep this project going. And with those donations, you get different levels of benefits. So at the very least, you obviously have access to the podcast and some behind the scenes stuff and some special podcast stuff that we don't put out for the public, all the way up to the $50 tier, which our good buddy Erin, who is helping us with costumes, is a member of, and you will have a chance to actually win one of the Impulse Fan Series prototype costumes from the trailer, which is exciting. So there's as little as $1 a month, all the way up to $50 a month. You can even do random amounts if you want, which is cool. So if you want to donate like $10,000, we'll take it.
Or like 1157, could do that too.
1157.
I would be very disappointed if no one does 1157.
Dude, I swear to God, please, everybody, somebody do an $11.57.
Just so we know someone's listening to this podcast and we're not talking to ourselves.
That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great. But yeah, so again, patreon.com/impulse fan series, and you can learn a lot about what we are doing and how you can help us keep this fan series going, especially now in this time of troubled waters. It's good to know that our fans are out there supporting us.
Exactly. And now we move on.
Indubitably.
Alrighty, so let's talk about costumes. Erin, for those of our fans who don't know who you are, do you want to give like a brief little intro about yourself, quick elevator pitch?
Sure. Hi, my name's Erin. I'm a cosplayer. That's probably why I'm involved at the moment, because I've been randomly sewing on my mum's sewing machine ever since I was a teenager, and now I make fun superhero costumes to entertain both myself and children for charity.
Nice.
How awesome is Erin? And she is also part of our Australian division for the costume department here at Impulse.
Basically, oh my God, that sounded so awesome.
Thank you. She helps us. Well, she is awesome. She helps out Adern and Fawn make the final adjustments to our costumes because they are overseas. So it is a bit difficult not having me, Hayden, everyone else there to get the costumes fitted to us perfectly. So Erin is over here helping us do the final touch-ups and make sure all the costumes are perfect.
Absolutely. And Erin, what just for our listeners, what characters do you cosplay? And what is cosplay? Tell us a little bit about cosplay.
Okay, cosplay actually means costume play. Basically, it's just people dressing up as their favorite heroes, either from, comics, movies, TV shows, or even games. And most people just do it for themselves. But then there are groups out there that actually do it to help raise money for charity, like, Royal Children's Hospital and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So some of the characters that I do, I started actually with a Hobbit character, Toriel, and I started that in
Josh has had a nerve off.
Yes. So that was my first cosplay, and that was 2015. So I've been cosplaying for 5 years. And then I've got a bunch of Lycra bodysuits, because I think the next thing I did was a Spider Mary Jane. And so I've got a couple of, and Jean Grey, classic Jean Grey, 90s, good old red and blue. Nice. I've got a foam armor that I built that I've worn once. I've got Black Widow from Infinity War.
Can you move the camera to show us that armor a little bit, or is it like not in a good spot right now?
I have washing in front of it, but I can give it a
You didn't prep her enough, Andrew.
I don't prep people. I like organic,
Method.
Yeah, that's right. That's my excuse for not prepping. I do organic stuff.
Okay. Oh, let's have a look.
Love that on the wall, the DC. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. All right. So there you go. There's this is armor that I've made out of foam.
By hand.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
That is real.
And then yes, DC.
Woo! Where's Grandpa?
Wait, is that a puzzle? Yeah. Is that a puzzle?
No.
Oh, okay, because I've got the exact same image, but in a puzzle
Where's Grandpa?
Oh, yeah, this spotlight. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
Putting the light on.
we've got Erin's introduction there. So we're going to discuss costuming.
Is there somewhere where people can check out Erin's work, though?
Oh, yes, there is. Erin, is there anywhere we can check out
Shout
your
out
work?
all your
yes.
plugs and links and everything.
The only really one that I use is on Instagram, and that's EPC underscore cosplay. Underscore? Is that what it's called? Yeah, sweet. EPC underscore cosplay. That's
Not epic, like I found out the wrong way.
Yes, which is pretty funny.
Nice.
It was kind of cute. I'm like, oh, by the way, it's not epic.
I'm sorry.
Just my initials.
Take it as a compliment.
So Erin, obviously,
yes.
Having our costumers, some of our costumers in the U.S. has been proving tricky because it's hard. So as a costumer that is now able to work with us here, what are some of the things that you're going to be able to do for, say, Brendan to help make his costume fit a little bit better? Like some of the disadvantages, of course, of having a costume made in the States is not being there. So what different tactics can you use to sort of help out with that? Or will you use?
It is very hard. I mean, like, people have got a lot of experience. They can do some amazing things without having the actor there, which is fantastic. I'm a bit jealous of that. I guess what I would really be doing is looking at how it fits him and just doing the same sort of things that I would do for my own costumes. And that's just moving scenes or taking it in here or there just to make sure that it actually fits him and all of you, really, like, perfectly. That's all I can really do, because everything else that the other guys have already done is already spot on. It's just a case of making sure it just fits, really.
Can you talk to us about Glad Wrap?
Okay, so...
Or cellophane for our American listeners.
Indeed. So what will you do with Brendan with Glad Wrap or cellophane?
Isn't cellophane different, though? I thought cellophane was different.
No, I thought it was...
Cellophane is...
Cling wrap.
Cling wrap.
Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane.
And there it is.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to wrap Brendan's head in plastic, and then I'm going to tape it up. So what that does, obviously, he's going to be able to breathe. But what that does is that's going to give me, after I tape him, after I put the cling wrap on and then tape him, the reason why I put cling wrap on is so the tape doesn't rip his hair out. But once the tape is on, I will then draw a pattern onto him that's the exact shape of his head, so that if I then make the mouth and neck piece for him, it's going to be exactly his shape.
Nice.
Sorry, English is failing me.
That's all right.
So that's what we're gonna actually have to organize right now.
Yes.
Because Josh told me that you wanted me to come down.
Yeah, that or meet halfway in Werribee.
Oh, so in Werribee, not all the way where you're
It
at?
depends. Yeah, you can come all the way down to me, or we can meet halfway somewhere.
Well, whatever's easiest for you. Like, do you have like everything set up at yours? And would it be like too much hassle for you to move everything? Because if it is, I can just do the extra 30-minute drive and just save you a lot of pain.
All right, sure. You can come to my house. That's fine.
I think Brendan wants to see all your pop
all my
stuff.
Pops.
Look at him. He totally does.
All of my pops and
no.
And some of my LARP weapons.
It is purely business. You have LARP weapons.
She's got a lightsaber too.
Yeah.
It's no longer purely business.
That's fun.
It is now leisure.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm sorry, we're here for business.
And we have lightsabers.
Yeah, so basically that's the thing. It's like to get something that will fit you perfectly, we can start with wrapping you in cling wrap and then the tape so that we can get a pattern that will fit you exactly. With that pattern, I would then actually make a foam, like something out of EVA foam that will fit you, and that can then be that neck piece instead of having it out of material, which will bunch up, something that will actually hold its shape. And then from there, it's kind of whether or not you and the team want something like that, or if you actually want to go another step further. Do we want to talk about that step further that I discussed the other day?
What was the step further?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking to Andrew first, and then to Josh after that. Well, it turns out they have a 3D bust, or not, they don't have the bust, but they've got like a pattern to do your head.
Keep talking.
It's through Blender.
I don't know if we did it through Blender, but we used
we got the data, the 3D.
Yeah. They're probably having it in Blender.
Yeah. So basically what I'm thinking of doing is, I know that other cosplayers have done this when they're making props and headpieces to make sure that it actually fits perfectly to them, where if they take a whole bunch of photos of their head and make a model of their head in Blender, then once you actually design your piece, you know that it'll fit you perfectly. So what I was thinking of was, say if we have a bust of you in the computer, we can then actually design that neck piece that will then obviously fit you 100% perfectly, 3D print it, get it prepared, and then mold it and cast it as something like a rubber. So then you've kind of like the foam, same sort of thing as the foam, but it'll have more flexibility. But it's just the expense and then the time and the skill that goes into that as well. So foam, obviously, yes, I can do. And we can use that as a first step, and you can kind of get an idea of, okay, this is how it will be. Yeah. Because if you look at things like Batman cows, for instance, any cosplayer that has a Batman cow that's the cow and the full neck piece, they can't move their head from side to side. It's turning. So that's going to be a downside of having a foam or a rubber sort of half cow in a way, is that you're going to have limited mobility. So that's why the piece that you've got at the moment, having material, still means that you can move. So that's what I want to check with the foam first before going to that extent of using, say, like a rubber of some description.
And what's the difference between I'm sure apart from, I guess, joining it and making it seamless, but like having rubber from here up and then having fabric from here down?
That would be interesting. Because I've never worked with rubber before, but it's just something that I thought of the other day, and I was like, I think possibly even yesterday, I'm like, oh, this could work. But that's why I would check it with foam first, because foam is a very cheap, like you can get it from Clark Rubber. You can get it from places like Shop or Clark Rubber and stuff like that. I know a lot of people that use yoga mats that they get from the reject shop. I've never used yoga mats because I don't like having texture on one side. But it's just me. But yeah, if we use foam first, it just gives us an idea of how it's going to fit on you, and what your movement is then going to be like. And if we want to try to do a little bit of foam and a little bit of material, that could possibly work as well. I would just use a stiff foam that would actually hold its shape better, because it's not then relying on itself structurally to hold itself up. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So what day works best for you for me to, I guess, come down?
Any day. I'm off work until the end of next week.
Okay, cool.
So it's also depending on how things are tracking with COVID and restrictions. Because I know at the moment we're still allowed to have people in our house, and that's great. So part of me kind of wants to be like, cool, let's get this done and at least started, just in case restrictions come back in within the next week.
Yeah.
And then at least if restrictions do come in, at least I've got an idea of, I've got the pieces that I need to work on it.
Yeah.
During lockdown.
So maybe for now, do you want to pencil in Friday?
Yeah, that could work.
Okay, cool. I'll double check after the call and let you know if that works for me, because I've got exams coming up. But yes,
bummer.
Yeah, before exams. And yeah.
Oh, sorry. Real quick, just as a quick pause that we just quoted Batman Forever. Can we just take a minute and recognize that unfortunately Joel Schumacher passed away the other day?
Wait, really?
Yeah. Age of 80, I think he was.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, R.I.P. Joel Schumacher. Shout out to Batman Forever. I enjoyed Batman Forever. Obviously, you do because you quote it all the time.
Bummer.
Bummer.
If you kill him, he won't learn nothing.
He won't learn nothing.
Yeah, shout out to all these other films, Phantom of the Opera and all that.
Phantom of the Opera, yeah.
Andrew, yeah.
Phone Booth, yeah.
Phone Booth. Oh man, I remember Phone Booth. That was a cool. That was Kiefer Sutherland was in that, right? And Colin Farrell.
Alrighty, so Friday. Cool. We've got that organized.
Yeah, that'll sooner. Just in case lockdown happens.
Well, Friday's in 2 days. Yeah.
Well, just
that Friday.
Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Geelong's okay, and Andrew, where you are, is okay. I think me and Brendan are both hotspots.
Yeah.
I'm not in a hotspot.
Brimbank, Hume, and a couple of other ones. Obviously, wherever
right on the edge. But for me, I am unfortunately in Casey, and they just announced they've deployed the military into hotspot areas just on news now. So
right.
That's fun.
Get stock friggin' footage of that shit. Use it for something.
Oh, you better believe I better be writing a film around this. So
yeah.
We'll throw me in the middle of them, have them arrest me, and that could be one of the scenes.
Vigilantes are no go.
Oh, here's a little fun fact that's really kind of psychotically crazy. I rang up Global Gear yesterday. Global Gear, but yeah, they do like all.
I get all my swords from them.
Yeah, weapons and stuff. Yeah, so I rang them up about buying some collectible stuff, and the lady apologized. Said, "Sorry, the phones have been going off all day. We can't keep up to date with our weapon stocks because we're selling out like really fast, and we can't keep updating them online." I'm like, "Oh,
I've been getting a lot of emails from them saying we've just replenished our stock. They're finally back, and now again getting emails from them saying they're gone. Because I have like 4 swords from them, not weapon swords, just like display swords. But they're having a tough time keeping up, which is scary, right?
Well, yeah.
This is my protection sword. I need it to protect me and my family.
Yeah.
The only thing you stop a bad guy with a sword is a good guy with a sword.
Wow.
Well, swords are funny because swords, the thing is you need a license anyway. So it's like, you're probably better off just getting the machine.
You don't need a license for
that.
You don't need a license for a bow. You need a arrow.
only for a crossbow.
Yeah. I can't even get my replica swords. I have to flash them my Freemason membership card. Otherwise, they won't send them to me.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that I can get them.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever
want license for you, it's like
awesome,
just something.
Let me know.
Well, at least if I walk down the street with like a LARP sword on my back, I might look badass and people might leave me alone.
Yeah, I'd recommend against it. You'd probably get arrested first.
You know what? I watched this thing talking about the psychology of a shotgun, right, is probably the most effective defense weapon, not because of it being a gun. It's literally the sound of the is the most intimidating sound of a weapon you can have. So even if it's literally got it's like a fake. As long as it can go that's all you need. Just the sound. It's the psychological effect of the sound.
Wow, we got sidetracked. This is getting dark.
Well, it is the DC universe, so I mean,
we've just slipped into the timeline.
That was a lot of fun.
So what's next
Hey,
on the agenda?
Josh, I want you to take time to appreciate my new mouse pad, by the way.
Oh, hold it. Ah, Salenya, typical man.
Amazing.
Josh, Sidetrack got back to me.
Oh, yeah.
No plans to reopen.
Okay.
Hummer.
So that's out.
It's Saturday gone. Freaking, we had an arcade scene ready to go. We were looking for extras. We had a place, and they said, yeah, we're opening on the 22nd, so let us know. And we're going to shoot the weekend on the 27th. But because Victoria's tightening their restrictions.
Well, Josh, you now have a green screen garage. Get a gaming engine and let's do this thing Mandalorian style.
No, if we do it Mandalorian style, I need to get rid of the green screen and put in a digital screen.
You need TV.
Dude, you know what? I've been seeing people selling them though on the forums. They're like 15 grand for like a panel.
Yeah, but you need a specific size of pixel and
I know.
pixel width.
Yeah, I know.
We'll do a low budget one.
But
it's also more work for me.
Big shout out to Sidetrack though for being so cool though and allowing us to film there. Obviously, we just hope that
Emma over at Sidetracked.
Because a lot of companies I know that have kind of prepped, they bought stock and everything for opening again, and now we're back to. So I know a lot of companies are being hit hard right now. So shout out to them and big thank you, and hopefully we're super keen to work with them and film with them once this is all over.
100%. All right.
That being said. Once again, I don't know if we cut this out or what's going to happen, but I think we have to. Oh, what's the line that Michael Caine says from Interstellar, where it's like, we are confronted with the fact that we need to leave Earth or something like that. But the equivalent I was going to say is we are confronted with the fact that we may not have episode 1 done this year. I think that's something that we realistically have to.
Not unless something drastically changes.
I think we could. It'd be like November.
Yeah, I still have hopes that things will go back to normal by late. Yes, but this only has really happened since
late March. What did you say? Mid-July.
Mid-July, and they've pushed back the 50 to mid-July.
Yeah, but it'll go longer than that.
Yeah.
But another few months. I reckon there's still a possibility that you guys will get it out this year, but it probably won't be till late year.
For me, it's mainly the VFX is going to take a long time, and that's the big kind of issue.
I'd love it if we were done filming this year.
Oh yeah, look, I think we could potentially have filming done this year, maybe bar the final scene, which is this Patreon moment. No, not that scene. Patreon moment. Patreon warning. Woo!
The history of scripts, where are we on that? So we need Inertia and Arrow it?
Yeah, I've told Hayden to do his, so we can do it when he comes down. He said he'll start writing it.
Okay.
And Jordan is now finished with her exams, I recall, so I'll message her today.
Do we have any behind the scenes stuff that we can put up on Patreon, or are we waiting for those to come out before we do that?
Come out.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean like come out where? What do you mean?
Like posting on YouTube, I'm assuming.
Posting them on YouTube. Come out.
No, I mean I've got them. I've got behind the scenes stuff ready to go. So it just depends how. I wasn't really sure what how we format it to release them.
How do you mean?
Like, are we doing so with all the behind the scenes content? Are we planning on doing like a behind the scenes series on YouTube, where it's like behind the scenes video 1 or 2?
I think
like, is there
just
pattern for the?
I reckon maybe just behind the scene, like
it could be just Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, and I reckon like, so for example, when mine comes out, we just do the behind the scenes stuff while I was in the chair, and then do you know what I mean? Like all the stupid stuff that we did while I was in the chair, and then when Brendan's comes out, all the goofy stuff that we did when he was in the chair, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. I don't know. I guess in terms of editing, what's easier for you?
It's all much the sameness, really.
Fair enough. Then I reckon let's do that. I think is that good with everybody?
Yeah. On that.
Organize Hayden to come to Melbourne. That's what we're talking about now.
Yes. So, can you message him? Do you mind?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. We've got to go to the bathroom.
Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Huh?
Why is your jumper half off, by the way?
Because it's freaking hot in here, bro.
Stop being hot.
I can't. It's just ingrained in me. I'm going to ask him if he wants to
Found
jump
it.
on the call with myself, you guys, and our costumer, because it'd be nice for Erin to meet Hayden as well.
Yes.
We have talked on Instagram though. We talked about nerd stuff, I think. Good old nerd stuff.
Cute.
This is what I love about creative people. We all love the same stuff. It's fantastic.
I write messages so strangely. I'm like, do you have Skype? We would now like you to join us. Give me your screen name and I'll add you. So he hasn't yet said he has or hasn't have Skype, and I haven't given him a choice.
That's some good English you've got going there. It's
Shut up.
probably about as good as my English before when I was talking about costuming.
There. Josh, get a camera. I want to see your pretty face.
Oh yeah, I'll get one. I'll get one
Like right now.
soon. My job.
Your computer
Okay,
has
Erin,
like
just sending
everything
it
on
to
it.
you
It doesn't
now.
have a
I
camera.
know, dude.
Okay.
I'm a cinematographer and I don't have a camera for the computer. How's that work
So
out?
weird.
Yep. So Erin's just sending now. It's going to be a WeTransfer link because even the small photos is about 800 meg worth of stuff.
I'll be right back now that Brendan's back.
Hayden!
Hello.
How you doing?
So Hayden, formal introduction. This is Erin Carter. She's going to be our costuming man on the ground here in Australia.
How are you?
Just say
Yeah,
God,
man. Yeah, I'm a costuming
What's up?
man.
What's
Woman.
up, bro?
Man in the
What's up,
Latin
bro?
sense, meaning
What's
human.
up, bro?
Man with a plan.
Haha. I got that reference.
So yeah, we thought we'd get you in the
Well,
call
this-
just to
Just
have
FYI,
you
can I
in
just
stuff, because I don't
Yeah.
think many people have seen your face around our socials.
This is like
No.
the first time. Outside
Yeah.
of the Patreon welcome thing, which is only if you sign up for Patreon in that tier, nobody's seen Hayden visually.
No, other than that,
when you did the takeover.
Yeah, and the Instagram.
Yeah.
When I did the
Instagram.
Oh,
giveaway,
you
that
totally
was,
did.
That was the only time that people have really seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they get to see you here.
Again.
Unless they're also a fan like me and went, oh, who are the actors? Go to their pages.
We were stalked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just
Like that.
we thought we'd give you a call just to track how you were going. We've organised you to come down on the 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still all good?
Yeah. Well, I was
Depending
thinking
what the
about even coming earlier, depending on how everything was like coming, because if it seems to be that restrictions go back up, I thought about the way everything was going, and I could even come down earlier than that, if need be, and stay for the week. But if it turned out that I had to stay down there because I wasn't allowed back home, I would just get a work transfer and hang out with at one of my mates' houses down there because he's got a room for rent. So there's lots of possibilities that if I got stuck down there, I could stay.
When you say early, what are you talking about?
Tomorrow?
I could come down on Friday.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh wow! Just for anyone who's watching, Hayden is in a different state to us.
yeah,
So
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney.
yeah.
The
Otherwise known as New South Wales.
it's the second best city.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
You know what? I always used to dump it on Sydney, but with the way things are going, I don't think we can claim to be the best no more.
Yeah, we can.
Dude,
really
everybody's
dropped the
New
ball
South
and then some.
Wales premier just said to them, stay away from Melburnians.
Melbourne,
Yeah, I know, right?
And our
awesome.
premier's like, why would you want to go to South Australia for?
Everyone's like,
Good
stay
to
away.
see
And I'm
that.
like, bro, I will be down soon.
We're like the alpha monkeys.
So Josh, what are we
Yeah.
thinking of Hayden coming down on Friday?
Oh, just before we go into that, Hayden, can you do me a quick little favor because you're committing a huge cinema sin right now? Can you turn your camera sideways, please?
Oh,
your phone from
Hey.
vertical to the beautiful horizontal.
I think it is.
Oh.
That's better.
Okay, and now leave it like that.
That's a lot of neck.
Okay, never mind.
Hayden's
Yeah, bro.
filming
I'm on my
like he's gonna
phone,
be
bro.
filming
I'm
the
on
show.
my phone. Don't, hey, leave my neck out of this, bro.
It's a
Holy
good neck.
shit. I didn't come on here to get ripped on.
Yes, you did. We all did.
Hayden's
what we all
half
do.
giraffe.
100%. Yeah, bro. they
We've
call
done
me
5 of
Melbourne.
these without you. You have to catch up.
Hayden,
yeah,
when
sorry.
someone asks you to reach the top shelf, do you just use your mouth instead of your hands because your neck's longer?
Bro.
Shots fired.
That's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fun making fun of someone that's not Brendan.
Yeah, I know. I can make fun of someone.
It's weird.
Yeah. For now. I'm
For
just
now.
letting you have it.
He's
bro.
gonna-
Hayden
Oh,
comes
look! He's wearing green. Oh, I see how it is.
Cute.
Maybe it was good.
And there's
Got
a
a rep.
red there
You got a rep, man.
and blue. Oh, you're
Hey!
all
You
color
got a rep,
coordinated.
baby.
We
in.
rock.
Blue Power Rangers.
That's such an awesome. Yeah.
Erin's Adam.
I'm Billy.
But yeah, cool. So yeah, with Friday, I mean that works for me. The only thing is my Saturday is completely out. So I know we probably want to utilize the weekend for filming or whatnot.
It's- Yeah, I think it's just more of like, for me, I think it's just more of the fact of me being down there. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to, have it be Wednesday or Thursday next week, and then it turns out that I can't go down because then it's
Yeah.
such a pain. Whereas I feel like if I could come down like Friday night, be there by
Yeah.
Saturday, we could
because
sort of
once
get
you're
them-
down, you're down.
I'm down, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could sort of utilize what time that we have down there. So even if it turns out that by Friday next week or Thursday next week that if I'm still down there and then they cancel everything and they're like, hey, sorry, but we're closing the borders. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go and stay with someone and just chill there.
Yeah, so the big concern, I guess, on my end right now is that, so today, I don't know if you saw, they deployed the military in Victoria, but in the hotspots. So there's been like 7 hotspots in Victoria, and unfortunately, I'm in one of them. And so they are tossing up the idea of actually locking down just the suburbs that have the hotspots where you can't leave your suburb.
Right.
And so if that happens, I guess, because I'm the one with all the gear and everything like that, how do we film?
My place.
But
Yeah, but that's, I mean, you need me to like,
Yeah.
you know?
You move down too.
And then Josh, you need to get out now as well.
Um,
You need to start camping.
So that's what I'm just trying to figure out. How do we?
Surely you can leave your suburb for work.
Right now you can, but
if they lock
They've-
down the sub,
yeah.
they'll
said-
that'll yeah.
Yeah.
But that's so
That's what-
stupid. What if like Josh has just work, like
Yeah, but
his
dude,
actual
the-
job?
it's the whole point of JobKeeper and stuff, man. They're saying like whole businesses are shutting down
Yeah.
and going bankrupt
He's
and
not
everything.
an essential
Yeah.
worker. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
if you can stay home, you must stay home.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah. So, I mean, that's once again, that's a huge question mark. We just don't know what's going to happen.
One bloke.
But yeah, the only big update, I guess, from last we spoke to was today they announced about the military doing door-to-doors and stuff in these areas. So, not that I think the military is going to be like, you cannot go any further. It's like, whatever, man.
I
Like,
think it's mostly
You shall
the
not
last.
film.
I guess it's just to make sure for people who are supposed to be in isolation.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What I read or what I heard yesterday was that it was about making sure that those people who should be in isolation are in isolation. That's where it's at the moment. Whereas if those people aren't in isolation, that's when you're going to have the bigger problem.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
that? It's like you had to do a 14-week ISO, and then some bloke rolls up with a tank in front of your house, making sure you don't leave.
You know,
Dude, that'd be
it was
awesome.
insane. They did
My brain is like, stay inside.
they
The
did some like
barrel.
door-to-door checks or
Done,
whatever
mate.
a couple of weeks ago or something, or last week. I don't know, it was sometime recently. The police did some like 300 and something checks of people who were supposed to be in isolation, and only 16 people were home out of the 300 something checks, and they were just like, really.
I think that's
Yeah.
kind of ironic that they want these people to self-isolate, yet the police are going to their houses to say
Well,
hi.
yeah.
You're knocking on the door.
It's funny.
How free are you on Sunday, like guys?
Yeah, I'm pretty much good every other day, but the Saturday.
I have uni, but I can work around that.
Uni on Sunday?
No, work. Just like just uni work.
Mm.
Aaron trying to put holes into my alibi.
Every public holiday, Brendan has uni work.
Yeah. Well, man, why don't I give you public holidays off?
Well, look, I'm more than happy to come down Friday night and be there by Saturday. Because then I can sort of structure it so that I have majority of the week off anyway. I just feel like now is the time to do it because when we were gonna do it last time, literally the weekend I was coming down last time, COVID hit and everyone went into restrictions. So I don't want to have it be again where it's like I'm gonna come down on Thursday, and then they close it off on Wednesday, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
we've just
Maybe
planned.
you're jinxing it. Did you think about that?
Maybe.
I
Well,
think
I feel like I'm putting everything on hold because I'm the only one in a different state.
Yeah, how
You are.
dare you? We've had the whole series done by now if it wasn't for you.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh, you're the worst.
Why do you make him a villain?
But I think the most important thing is though, like, are you gonna be cool if you come down Friday and for whatever reason, like they lock the borders or something happens where you're stuck here, we can't film.
Yeah.
Are you still cool? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be sweet. No.
Even if it's for weeks.
And it's like, fuck you, I'll go for walks outside. I'll be homeless if I walk the whole
They're
night.
gonna be like, where are you staying? I'll be like,
Where
"Sidewalk."
aren't I
The wind
staying?
takes me.
Oh shit! I'm staying at a Porto tonight, baby. Yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. Well, look, yeah, man. Then dude, like Friday's really cool. Like I said, I won't be here Saturday, but outside of that, we're good.
Andrew, can we make sure we cut this part out because I just flicked this thing straight into my eye.
No, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna keep it.
Leave it.
I'm letting Josh. Josh is gonna edit the video. I'll edit the sound.
Cool.
What?
You have to leave it in because I was working on the suit and I didn't see it. So
Oh my gosh,
it
yeah,
has
the
to.
totally visual side now. Woo. You just tell me where you want me to make the cuts, baby, and I'll chop it up.
Cool.
You got to leave it. You got to leave it in there so I get to watch it on
Oh,
Patreon
you
later.
better believe it.
When I edit the sound, I'll
So,
figure
hey,
out.
are you gonna be staying with me? Or are you staying with your mate Nara Warren?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll if I can, I'll probably stay with you.
Right.
But if it turns out that we go into restrictions, then I'll just message my friend because he's got that second house. So I'll be like, hey, bro.
But is that which suburbs that in? Is that the Narry Warren one?
Yeah.
Because that's the one you might not be allowed to go into. Because that's Narry Warren's my area, which is in Casey, which is one of the hotspots.
I'll just message other people so that I can.
Just random
Okay.
on Facebook.
Done.
I'll
Done.
go,
He's like, well, fuck you then, Josh. Okay, I guess.
I'll just go fuck myself.
I mean, dude, I would love for you to be in Narry Warren because that'd be awesome. Because it means that we could essentially do so much stuff. Because to get you in the studio, we could do so much filming. But yeah, I mean,
You can annoy Josh instead of me.
Oh snap!
After all this time, he's like, bro, I can't wait for you to come down. We're gonna have so much fun. He's like,
Then
bro,
you're just knocking
chill
on
with
his
Josh,
door
bro. I
without
don't
him
want
telling
you
you
to-
to
Yeah.
come over.
Brett- Brendan's a good actor, isn't he?
No.
Brendan, you're probably one of those people that are like super nice one-on-one, and then when everyone else is around, you're like a dick.
Oh, I know so many people like that.
absolutely.
Insulted
There's
myself.
I know so
saying
many
I
people like that.
annoyed
It's
Josh,
great.
and now
That
it's
is
gonna be
so
someone else.
accurate to Brendan. It's just ridiculous.
It's so true. It's so true.
So ridiculous.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you cover your head in shame, little.
Hide, baby, hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm super keen. I've got I'll have the mask with me, and I will have the poster as well. I'll have that poster.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
And
Yeah,
the
cool.
t-shirt.
Oh, you got the T-shirt. Yeah, the T-shirt.
And the t-shirt.
Woo!
Cool.
That's like an exclusive limited edition shirt
Very
because there
cool,
will
then,
not be
mate.
another one that is like that.
Brendan has left the call.
One of one.
This is my Cal.
All right, you are the knight.
Maybe
You are
Brendan
vengeance.
is the Caped Crusader.
Oh,
I think somebody would realize if I was sneaking out at nights. Dark Knight.
You look like Al Jolson or some shit.
I thought you were gonna call me Al Gore. I was like, how dare you?
could almost
Man,
like
man.
if the fabric was a little bit worn out, you could almost be Scarecrow if you had like the
I
eye.
was thinking that as well.
That's my scarecrow.
But,
It's a good
yeah.
Hard to act with just.
Ladies and gentlemen, Impulse. This is the yeah.
This is
This
the
is the,
director's
this is
cut.
the Flashpoint costume for Impulse.
It's us.
Oh my gosh, have you guys heard the news about that?
Michael Keaton? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Michael
Keaton Fox? That's so exciting.
What happened?
Michael Keaton is in
reminds
talks
me-
yeah.
for his Batman in Flashpoint.
Yeah,
Yeah, we.
and so does the guy who played the guy with the bat in Walking Dead.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he played
Yeah.
Thomas Wayne in Batman v
Yeah,
Superman.
and he's gonna be Batman in Flashpoint.
Yeah. Awesomeness. Yeah.
Jeffrey
So,
Dean.
so are we locking it in? Hayden, you coming down to Victoria on Friday?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then 5 minutes after that, that's when the lockdown starts.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for
What
it.
is it closed?
No
As
shit.
I'm
driving through the border.
I'm just trying to think about the weekend, but I can't think of anything that's happening on the weekend. So yeah, I want to get down
Guys,
on
I've
it.
lost the strap. I can't undo this.
Rookie mistake.
Oh no. I tie it behind and I'm in front. Okay.
I think you're better off just taking it off.
Cut it out of
Why
me.
would you tell him that? I mean, like, you know, the simple solution is you take it off. But I'm like, no, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens.
I gotta get my boy.
Mhm.
I've given him enough shit today.
Do you really?
No.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so you're coming down. Woo!
On
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What we do
I'm
as
sorry,
well,
but
we
I'm
can
gonna
do a
have to
screen
leave
test.
Oh,
All
good
right,
man.
buddy.
I will speak to you very soon, but it has been a pleasure.
As always.
Yes,
As
sir.
always. Peace,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
Have
buddy.
a good one, dude.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Oh, that's a frame to end on.
There we go.
Is there anything else we got to go through?
Um,
On the action list, that was it.
yeah. I'm gonna. Now that it's been a week, I'm gonna message Jennifer, see how she's going with the final VFX stuff.
Jennifer.
Yep. Oh,
Can't do
someone
it.
just walked in the background with the blur.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully, yeah, I think that's almost nearly done. So,
That'd be cool
Yeah.
to release soon, yeah.
yeah. Well, it needs to be sound mixed and music done and all, but outside of that, that shouldn't take too long.
Nice.
And yeah, I think that's everything.
All right. Well, then I'll just do our little sign off then.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Well, look, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Impulse Fan Series podcast. I've been Andrew. I'm at the Andrew Lorenzo on Instagram with Brendan Spazovsky, who is at Brendan Spazovsky on Instagram. Joshua Rowe, who is at Cinestudios on Instagram. And of course, our special guest, Erin Carter, who is at EPC_cosplay on Instagram. And then, of course, Hayden at the Hayden Simmons. So remember, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.